workshop Monday, February 6, 2023 at 5:30 to order. Candace, please.
Dear Heavenly Father, we ask that you guide us tonight and lead this council to do the right things and make the right decisions for the city. We ask that you keep everyone safe and our community safe, and please guide Mr. Gary, our mayor, as he goes down for his procedure. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 1, mayor's report.
Not much. I talked to Dale Long today. You should have the drawings on for approval on Yellow Jacket Drive by the end of this week, sometime next week. You'll get them to the council. Jason needs to look at them and he gets them. Really, I'd like him to bring them so him and Jason go over them.
You mean with Dale?
Yeah, with Dale. I'll call and make that request tomorrow. He started working on the receptive seating station. He wants to go ahead and pull core samples, but he thinks the well 1 and 2 project in paving Church Street will come through in the next 2 weeks. So he wants to pull core samples so they get them all at one time to save the city some money. I don't think it will make that much difference. He's got to do a lot of engineered drawings anyway before he do anything on that septic receiving station. So
you think, what was his the outlook of the Church Street, and
he don't have one right now. He don't have one. I haven't talked to him, but I've talked to Jimmy a good bit about it. And there's some of that equipment in the well house that Jimmy and Jason on agreement we don't need to replace. And by the grant, you don't have to. But that needs to go through Dale and that. You replace motors and pumps. You'll send cameras down the wells. If you see anything wrong, they'll fix it. They have to fix it. They'll put a flow meter on there and see how much they are pumping. So you'll know.
would that save us money to put to another project? Is that what you're saying? Or
We're going to do everything we need to. But sometimes they put stuff in there.
They put the generators on there too, but in the controls for the generators, but they don't need to be redone. That was
Right.
something that was on there.
And this is a grant that we can use in different projects.
That's what you
See what?
saying.
Is this a grant that we can use on different projects, or is it something?
That's the grant you can use on paving on Church Street.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just,
Saving
yeah.
as much money, but it was like the generator was on there, and then the transfer switch was on there, but all that's good. I mean, so they're.
So you don't need to replace
That
that?
saves you all that money.
okay.
That's a lot. I mean,
The generators on, how often they fire up a month? A week?
4 hours a month, 1 hour a week.
1 hour a week, so you don't have a lot of hours on it. Now during the storm they're gonna run, but it's not like a car motor.
Yes, the one at well 1 and 2's got 132 hours on it total, and then well 3, I think it's got 200. So I mean, they run long, really.
I just know there's some of these grants that we get, they have to be spent on that particular project, and that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, this is the one that Church Street was added on, and initially we thought all the money was going to be spent on well 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Now it looks like we have more for Church Street.
If you courthouse may not have enough to pay all or part of it. You can get, Candace, you've inquired about Scott.
Yeah, actually, they had approved for him to go forward with that, so he's
Okay.
working on that, and that has to be turned in by March 17th, so hopefully we'll have more of an idea of price on well 1 and 2 before then. And he was doing Church and Cook Circle for the Scott.
If you have any money left over for paving, I would think you would need to start on the far end. Because if you start on this end, I don't know if you'd be able to use the Scott, because that, you know, it's connected to the main state highway already.
I said, I would think it'd be a good idea to start on the far end, because it's where the county stops and you
Yeah.
come this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, that's what I
Wait, you
said.
talking about we church?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Cause they're gonna start right, isn't the county gonna start right there at Pompey?
Okay.
They've done part of it already.
Right at
They're
Pompey?
still, it's not at Pompeii yet. It's this, that was the first phase of their thing. The second phase is to go the rest of the way. It's actually, they actually stop when you go past Jerry Brock's house. The little, and when you get to the sharp curve there, it's right around that sharp curve is where they've stopped. And then that second phase, from my understanding, is gonna go all the way to Pompeii.
Correct.
So we'll start with Pompeii coming this way.
Yeah.
I think they stop really at our city limits, where ours stops at, and then the rest of it, they're gonna do next.
The bridge down there, that side sewer plant's washed out. But the county seems to think they can shove something under it to shore it up to get this dirt hauled out of here. Jason's gonna get with Johnny, they're gonna look at it.
Yeah, because we can't have the dirt moved until that road is passable.
Is it a bridge or a culvert?
It's
There's a culvert.
There's 3 of them.
What it is, bottom's up
That's right.
washed out.
I got photos.
Where it
of
totes the load is still hooked, still good.
Yeah, that one side of it, I went and looked at it, it's just all the way through.
But about halfway down one of those pipes, it's got a hole in it. It just went to the point and just washed it all out. When you look at it, it looks bad, but you get down there and get in, it's real bad.
As soon as I get back from surgery, probably in about 2 weeks after that, I'll meet with Trey and Mr. Harris on the storage plate. Talked to Jason today about the sewer line out there. Their opinion, go ahead and run the new line all the way to the manhole. That way it's not tied into that other force main. You got a small force main feeding to a big force main. If you don't have the pressure regulated right, it won't work. And that may be our problem. Be a little extra money.
It won't be much.
No.
It's 50 foot, the board, the road and the sidewalk. 56 foot really, board, the road and the sidewalk. And then it's another, I think 60 foot, I believe is what it is, to the nearest manhole that I know of. But I'm gonna make for sure. And then I can get by the time we have our next meet, I can have
And that's like what we talked about, 79 board under,
no,
not
that was
79 too.
lost it, yeah.
Yeah. Went ahead doing that so we don't have the issue again.
Yeah.
That's about all I got.
Thank you, Gary. Number 2, update on the election.
So everything was appropriate with our dates and everything that y'all had said. It's ran 2 weeks in the newspaper. Qualifying started today. It runs through Friday at 5 o'clock. Packets can be picked up in the city hall. Since I'm not gonna be here Friday, I wanted to see if Miss Mary, since you're not running this time, if any way you could be there Friday at 5 just to verify the list with her.
Sure.
That way 2 people see everybody that turned in by 5 o'clock. But if anybody's listening, qualifying's this week. Okay, and I've called election workers. I've got 2 that are yes, and I've left messages, so before I call any more, I'm waiting to hear back from the ones I've already called. So I figure I'll hear back tomorrow or the next day from them. And that's it.
I did pick my package up early because we thought we'd be gone. So I'll let y'all know that.
But he has not turned it in.
2 days.
And that's it on election.
Okay. Thank you, Candace. Jason, Coleman's property.
back when, it was either Hurricane Michael or Hurricane Sally, I think it was Hurricane Sally. When FEMA come, we done that walk around, all the stuff. We bought culvert pipe for Danny Combs' driveway, for that ditch. We already got it, it was paid with FEMA. Nick got with me, he lives there now. So what he's wanting to know is, the last time the city done it, I guess, whenever it was, a long time ago, it washed out. It's caving in now. Not bad, but it's starting to cave in. He wants to know, either does he need to pay for it, or do we need to pay for it? He wants to put a head wall on one side, just where the water flows. He was wanting to know if we would do it, or would it be something he would have to do. I don't think price-wise it'd be very much, but I mean.
And the culvert's already been bought through FEMA.
Yep, we already got it. That was his concern. We told him we were gonna wait until it warmed up and we had enough time, because he don't have but one driveway, so he's gonna have to come out, I guess, the back way, minus Evans, he's gonna make a little driveway there, just temporary. But that's what he's wanting, because if we just put the culvert in there, put it back like it was, it's gonna do the same thing again. I don't think money-wise, it'd be very much to put a small hit wall, and he just wants to do it on one side, that's all he wants to do it.
He's wanting the city to do it.
He was asking if we would do it. I mean, if not, it's just gonna be, we're gonna be right back where it was.
The city gonna put the culvert in?
Yeah.
Part of it.
That's
Part of it. I mean, the head wall wasn't part of that, but I mean.
No, but if we put it back like it was, the same thing's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
again.
gonna happen
We're gonna end up
again.
having to pay for it.
It's
If we
got
build
one side of
one,
it.
don't build a flat one, build one
Yeah.
that's.
Right, that's what me and him,
Okay.
but I just want to run that by y'all first.
Do you have any idea what the cost?
Well, I can get it pretty quick. I mean, I just want to get it approved. I told him I'd come to see him after the meeting was over, let him know what we thought, and then kind of figure out how big it's gonna be, and then we can go from there.
So my only concern would be, is there the potential for us to change the direction of water in a way that it would run onto somebody else's property, or?
No, because it's already got a culvert there.
Yeah, so
It's
we
a
got,
pre-existing thing.
yeah, I guess the city put one in, I don't know how long back, it was before me.
Probably when that house was built.
They paved it when they paved Dawkins.
I think it was put in when the house was built.
Probably 35 years ago.
Well,
Yeah,
they've done it since then.
Yeah.
He said.
there's gonna be.
Yeah. I guess one hurricane come in before, and they done it again, and now it's doing the same thing it done last time. It's just because they don't have a head wall, that's all.
I actually remember Danny us talking about that probably 3 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
So, yeah, I told Nick, I said I'd bring it up. I mean, I don't think cost-wise it'd be very much.
Is that your only concern, Michelle?
Yes, I mean, it's board discretion determination as to whether or not you want to fund this. My concern would be, once you fund it, we're on the hook for any
Right.
additional issues that it causes. And what I've seen mostly in Jackson County is that when we do these kind of projects, we don't have engineering look at it, we sometimes get ourselves into bigger trouble because we're redirecting water where it shouldn't go. But
Right.
if you don't think that's going to be an issue, then
I don't think so. I mean, every time it rains now, it floods the whole road, so I mean,
Yeah. And the other side too.
Yeah.
But that's not from that.
no.
That's from the other ditch. I don't have a problem with it. How the rest of you feel?
I don't think money-wise it'll be very much, but if it, I mean, I'll let y'all know for sure.
Okay.
That way we'll know.
Thank you. Number 4, reappointment information.
There was supposed to be a hearing tomorrow, for an employee that had filed, for reemployment, and that's been postponed because of a date conflict. But that packet is in there just for you all to review, and if there's anything you need to let the attorney know, you could do that. But other than that, And, we are a reimbursement employer. Instead of paying a payroll tax when we do payroll, we're a reimbursement if they pay out employer. So, we've had a bill for that, and, we have not paid that because of being in discussion and all that, but now they want to fine us money for not having paid it. So I wanted to go, they will reimburse us if after the hearing it's still denied, but I don't want us to get more fees. So,
Michelle?
I think they will reimburse you for them, but, the advice not to pay it didn't come from me. I would have recommended that you paid it.
So we need to go ahead and pay that.
I would.
in my opinion, they're just gonna keep adding penalties and fees. And I did speak with them today, and they said, hey, you know, you'll get reimbursed. I don't know how long it'll take to get reimbursed.
Yeah.
But if they do approve it, then the money's there. If they don't approve it, then they'll do a reimbursement. Personally, for me, I would feel better to go ahead and pay it.
I say go ahead and pay
Okay,
it.
but it's an online, I'm gonna pay it online. Y'all wouldn't see it. I didn't wanna pay it until that was approved.
Michelle, you don't have any questions for us on that? You pretty much know all about this if you need to.
Jeremy and I both had conflicts tomorrow and weren't able to.
But I'm saying you don't need anything from any of us. I mean, you pretty much know.
Yeah, but, so we had asked for consideration back in the fall, and DEO did that and determined that Ms. Ross was not eligible because she voluntarily quit. She hadn't produced any documentation to support her position, that she had to quit due to health reasons and that we wouldn't accommodate her health condition, whatever it was. And then she filed an appeal after that determination, so that's what this hearing is about.
And the reason that we currently owe the money is because she was actually drawing unemployment.
Correct. But if DEO makes its final determination that she is not eligible, then they'll refund you what you paid in.
Does anybody else have anything on that? Number 5, parking lot striping.
Y'all might remember that I gave you an estimate a little while back, and then y'all said, hey, get some more estimates. We did check with Gettler and Gettler. They called and told Miss Vicki roundabout that they did an aerial view or whatever, that parking lot was too dirty and they didn't have time to mess with it. So I just have that one estimate. It was 1,200 and change. I don't have it. I actually didn't bring it, didn't think about putting it in here. But, do I need to continue to get more? I don't.
You can try to get another one before our regular meeting because we'll have to
Okay.
vote on it anyway.
Okay,
I don't know if you get any, but.
all right.
We can try to clean up a little bit. That is,
Sir?
I mean,
We don't have a street
we
sweeper.
got
Is it
all that cleaned up in the front up there. Let's clean the parking lot.
We try.
I think it went 5 to 1,000. It's just dirt, it's just car dirt, but it is an issue. I know that because I was at a basketball game here last week, and they came in and made an announcement that somebody had pulled in, so that we were 3 deep in the parking lot because people can't see the stripes, and I guess they couldn't see the other vehicle, that they were blocking them in, and they said they're having issues like that, so people are just parking
Anywhere.
instead of parking against the fence and making that a road, and then you've got 2 more,
In the center, yeah.
they're not doing that way, because they don't know where to park without the lines, so, it does need to be done. But I'll get another one if I can, maybe I can. That's it.
Well, we have to vote on that anyway.
Yeah, I just didn't know if y'all had any more ideas about who might do it.
Somebody local, I think, did.
Hey, oh Lord, Tony Laggart's company does it.
Oh, he does?
The got, whatever the name of theirs
It's,
is.
it's initials, I can't think of the initials,
Yeah.
but,
They do it.
and somebody, I don't know who, it was somebody local that did the Family Dollar and the Dollar
That's,
General.
that's who it is.
Is that the same?
It's Miss, Tracy's, not Tracy, Miss
Miss Christina's
Christina's
son?
son. He works for Tony and them, I guess, and he's got the shopping machine.
No, actually, I think he's on his own now, but I'm not
Maybe,
sure.
maybe.
I'll call Tony tomorrow and see if he can get me the
Okay,
name.
and I'll reach out to
Yeah.
the
If I
fellow.
see him on the way home, I'll stop and
Yeah.
ask him
Okay.
if it, yeah. I
Okay.
can't think.
I think he's the one that did this,
Yeah. he
the
done
store over here.
And he done the dollar store too. Yeah.
Okay, number 6, rentals inside City Hall.
I know that we can't vote on anything tonight, but Miss Mary's probably pretty soon gonna be out of the food bank and it'll be open. Do we want to well, is that something we're gonna advertise? I mean, that one's probably taken, but there's another room available as well. Is that something y'all want to advertise? Do we need to go ahead and have a contract drawn up so that we have a blank contract kind of situation?
I
Where when
think
they
so.
wanna call and ask details, I need to know, be able to know what to tell them.
I
Cause
think
they would be in
good
charge
idea.
of the taxes and that kind of thing.
I think,
And y'all had previously said 600 for these rooms in here, the bigger rooms, not the little corner room, but, okay. That was it on that.
Does anybody else have anything?
I do, just, I'm sorry, I
Go
know
ahead.
it's always me. Jimmy came by and asked about backflows. Do y'all still want him to do them this year? As always, it's $40, it's commercial and churches this year, it's not residential this year.
He does them every year.
Yeah, he just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that it was still good to go, okay. And last thing, Mr. Gary had a fantastic idea of another surveyor we could contact today. And I'm so glad we did, because you know, our lowest bid for the, Sportsplex survey to move on with the grant was $12,500. We got one today for $2,000.
Wow.
wow.
So if y'all could vote on that at the next meeting, then and he'll also do the total thing, because we have to have 2 surveys. So I wanted to know that. I said, well, I don't want to hit 15,000 and we're there and we don't have any choice, and so it's gonna be 3,500 for total.
Wow. That's a good thing.
Good job. That's a lot better price than.
Yeah, I met with him today. I gave him a lot of paperwork, but he looked it over and said that's what he would do it for.
It's still hard to swallow when you got a good survey.
Yeah, when you've already got one.
Yeah, so
It's gonna be the exact same as before, we're just having to pay.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have anything? Well, Mr. Gary, we'll be praying for you.
I appreciate
Know
it.
everything is gonna work out.
I'm ready to go, I tell you, I've never sat around this much. It's about to run me crazy. Russ Lawrence had
Everything will
to
be
put
just
up with.
fine.
It's about to drive her crazy.
That's where the craziness is coming in with
But
her.
I've been blessed, I've got some good employees in the barn, and they have worked their butt off this year.
Good, I'm glad it's going well. If you need anything, reach out. We try, all of us, I think, pretty much try to get up with Candace, so we're not bothering y'all, checking on things, so. If nobody else has anything, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
I second.
discussion, all in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned.
Good job, guys.